Welcome to Barcelona. My name is Terry Weiss, and I'm the Program Director of the IoT Solutions World Congress. Thank you for joining us for the second annual IoT Solutions World Congress. This is proving to be a benchmark year. Our numbers have doubled in every category. And we want to thank our advisory board, our program committee, our sponsors, and our ambassadors for helping us build this event to be a worldwide reference event. For the opening ceremony this morning, I will be introducing the leaders from both FIRA Barcelona and the Industrial Internet Consortium. Please join me in welcoming our first speaker, Mr. Miquel Martí, Member of Governing Board, FIRA de Barcelona.
Good morning. His Excellency, the General Secretary of Telecommunications and Information Society of the Spanish Government, Honorable Minister of Business and Knowledge of the Generalitat de Catalunya, illustrious Deputy Mayor of the Barcelona City Council, Dr. Richard Soley, Executive Director of the Industrial Internet Consortium, sponsors, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the FIRA de Barcelona Board of Directors, I am pleased to be able to welcome you to this opening ceremony for the second of IoT Solutions World Congress, a groundbreaking event in the area of industrial internet application. Thank you for your attending this event. Welcome. Gracias por su presencia en este acto. Bienvenidos. Moltes gràcies per la seva assistència. Benvinguts. The IoT Solutions World Congress opens with high expectations based on the number of delegates it has attracted and the top-class companies, speakers, and experts taking part. We are confident that this year's figures will prove to surpass even the success of the first Congress, held in 2015, which brought together in the region of 4,500 experts and professionals from over 50 countries. We appreciate your support and would like to express our particular thanks to the Industrial Internet Consortium for their indispensable contribution to this event. We should also highlight the involvement of the company and institutions that support the IoT Solutions World Congress and the efforts of the companies and experts who have worked on defining the content in light of the importance of this debate. IoT aims to provide the best possible platform to bring companies and experts together to address strategies and projects for the development of the industrial internet, which is undoubtedly what the future demands. The Congress programs division into 6 major areas: manufacturing, transport and logistics, healthcare, energy and utilities, technology and innovation, reflects a commitment to the provision of real solutions within the industrial arena. This commitment also perfectly mirrors the FIRA Barcelona's function, with its long tradition of promoting innovation in the various fields of industry and economic activity. I think we are all aware that the Internet of Things concept represents a disruptive set of technologies that will change industry as we know it, and as such, gathering the key industrial internet players together in Barcelona is the best contribution we can make to this global transformation. I sincerely hope that you will all find the next few days in Barcelona very productive and enjoy your stay here in Barcelona. Thank you for your attention.
It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Richard Soley, President of the Advisory Committee of the IoT Solutions World Congress and Executive Director of the Industrial Internet Consortium, IIC.
What a pleasure to see you all today, and what a pleasure to welcome you to IoT Solutions World Congress. Hello to authorities and thanks for your support in opening this event, the second annual IoT Solutions World Congress here in Barcelona. It could not be a better place to do it. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen. The Industrial Internet Consortium partnered with the Fira de Barcelona almost 2 years ago in creating an event which has completely changed the picture of the ecosystem that is the Industrial Internet of Things, or the Industrial Internet as we prefer to call it. It's an amazing opportunity to further the acceleration of the adoption of the Internet of Things technology in industries, not only in manufacturing, but in healthcare, and in transportation, and in logistics, and in electric grids, and in many other areas. You have only to spend a few minutes on the exhibit floor to see the kind of technology that has been impacted by the Internet of Things. In fact, the mission statement of the Industrial Internet Consortium has two key ideas. One, to create an ecosystem. That's you. That's the nearly 8,000 people that we expect to see over the next 3 days, experts that understand how to use an Internet of Things technology, Internet technologies, to change many, many, many industries. And second, to understand how that transforms not only technology markets, but mining and banking and transportation and healthcare and manufacturing. These two ideas from our mission statement, that is, number one, capturing and bringing together an ecosystem under antitrust to figure out, understand how these things can be affected and the societal impact of these ideas. After all, think about the world of driving, think about the world of taxi drivers and a world of self-driving cars. And then next, find the transformation of those industries by actually building those systems and understanding how that technology impacts all of these industries. That's exactly what you'll hear about over the next 3 days in those 6 tracks that you just heard about from Don Miguel. That's exactly what you'll see by visiting the floor, the exhibit floor, which now has twice as many exhibitors as last year. We have twice as many attendees as last year. We have twice as many Congress attendees as last year. Everything has doubled. Maybe that will continue for a little while. Maybe we'll be the size of Mobile World Congress. It's all up to Terry. So, thank you to Fira de Barcelona, which has, as always, done a magnificent job in bringing together the world's experts to have this conversation, to build this ecosystem, to find what the transformations will be in these industries. And thank you to the city of Barcelona, thank you to the province of Catalunya and to the nation of Spain and to the world for supporting what has become the single most important event in Internet of Things, the largest event in Internet of Things, in the industrial Internet. It's a pleasure to have you here. I'm sure you will enjoy with me the next 3 days, except for the sessions that I'm in, of course. And I look forward to meeting you all, but hopefully not one at a time. Thank you.
Thank you, Richard. No pressure. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Jaume Collboni, Second Deputy Mayor of Barcelona City Council.
Good morning. Honorable conseller Baiget, secretario de Estado Calvo Sotelo, director de certamen Richard Soley, cónsul de los Estados Unidos. Primero de todo, bienvenidos. Welcome to this second edition of the Internet of Things World Congress, and welcome again to Barcelona. I want to thank you, as city, for holding once again your meeting in our house, which is now your house. Welcome to a new edition which must serve to see the increasingly importance that the digital world has in our lives. It's not a coincidence that in the city that welcomes you, Barcelona, is at the same time the mobile world capital, and it wants to explain oneself to the world as a reference in the age of digitization and creative industries. Allow me to share a thought with you. Our time will be the time of the cities and the time of digitization. The world we live in will be explained based on these two vectors that involve two real revolutions in our lives. The first one is the urban revolution. Today, for the first time in history, there are more people living in cities than in rural areas. This is a revolution of historical dimensions, since the city has turned into the most determinant space of economic and social progress in the 21st century. It is the big cities where the majority of social, economic, or environmental challenges take place. And also, it must be from the cities we could start these solutions. It's also in the cities where the second revolution is taking place. The digitization of economy and at last of our way of life. Barcelona quiere ser un referente en este campo. Son muchos los esfuerzos que estamos haciendo y dedicando de estrategia digital y de innovación desde el gobierno de la ciudad. Queremos poner la tecnología al servicio del bienestar y de la justicia y de una mejor vida de nuestros ciudadanos. Y por eso nos ofrecemos como administración para hacerlo junto con vosotros, junto con la industria de la Internet of Things. En Barcelona encontrarán una ciudad abierta, cosmopolita, tolerante, dinámica, emprendedora y un ecosistema de startups de primer nivel, de talento i con visió global. Barcelona té molt clar que vol prosperar amb aquest model d'economia competitiva, justa i sostenible. I per això hem de passar d'una economia basada en els bricks, passar-la als brains. Per aquest motiu vol Barcelona ser the place to be per tot el sector econòmic a l'entorn de l'economia mobile i digital. I per això, durant aquests dies de congrés, us convido també a pensar o imaginar com desenvolupar els vostres productes o negocis des de Barcelona. Podeu trobar en l'Ajuntament de Barcelona un aliat i en vostès esperem trobar també uns aliats per fer-ho possible. Thank you very much and welcome again.
It is now my pleasure to welcome Mr. Jordi Baiget, Minister of Business and Knowledge, Generalitat de Catalunya.
Bon dia. Good morning. Secretario de Estado, Dr. Richard Soley, senyor Miquel Martí, regidors de l'Ajuntament de Barcelona, cònsol de los Estados Unidos d'Amèrica, autoritats, senyores i senyors, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is a great pleasure to be here at the opening of the second edition of the IoT Solutions World Congress. First of all, I'd like to congratulate the Industrial Internet Consortium and Fira de Barcelona for organizing this Congress. A year ago, they launched this event to connect IoT technology providers with the industrial sector. Today, this Congress has become a leading international event. You know, always the first edition is complex to do, but the second one has to be the edition of the consolidation of this event. This IoT Solution World Congress is important for Catalonia. It is one of the key events in the Catalan Digital Sector Congress, along with another leading conference such as the Mobile World Congress, the Smart City Expo, and the 3D Industry Fair. These events reinforce the industrial sector, help open up international business opportunities, and position Catalonia as an international actor in the digital economy and Industry 4.0. At the moment, just 1% of things are connected. Nevertheless, it is estimated that there will be 50 billion Internet Connect devices in the world by 2020. These developments will affect the transformation of the world economy in the coming years, and Catalonia wants to be placed in this transformation. We need a digital industry, and we need to be more competitive and strengthen the international presence of our companies. This development, Catalonia is already preparing the groundwork for the main challenges involved in the digital revolution. There are projects underway in the fields of big data, smart drones, 3D printing, and Internet of Things, to name just a few. Here at the government and economic and social players, we are driving the transformation of the Catalan economic model. We want Catalonia to be a smart region, and we can do it because we have a good starting point. Firstly, a strong industrial sector which accounts for 20% of GDP. Secondly, a constantly growing, globally recognized ICT sector. We have about 13,000 companies with a turnover of more than 14 billion euros. In addition, we have many other strengths, including research centers specializing in the Internet and ICTs, technology transfers agents, scientific infrastructures such as the Computer Vision Center or the Mare Nostrum supercomputer, and especially human talent, both at university education and vocational training. But it is not enough. The Catalan governments want to support such projects which generate value and create quality jobs. This requires us to attract foreign investment and develop local industry. In this Congress, just as we did last year, we are promoting the involvement of 16 Catalan companies and technology centers at the Congress. They are located at the Catalonia stand. However, Catalan participation goes one step further. In total, 35 Catalan companies are present at this Congress. We are also organizing for the first time a brokerage event as part of the Congress. More than 300 companies will participate. One of its main pillars is Industry 4.0 and digitalization. This is a priority for the Catalan government. For that reason, events like this are key to boosting local industry and connecting it to the world. I hope that this second edition, like the first, will exceed all your expectations. And I'm also Minister of Tourism, so I'm sure that during these 3 days you will enjoy Barcelona and Catalonia. Please enjoy it, and thank you very much for your attention.
Please welcome Mr. Victor Calvo Sotelo, General Secretary, Telecommunications and Information Society, Spanish Government.
conseller de Empresa y Conocimiento, teniente de alcalde de la ciudad de Barcelona, señor Richard Soley, presidente del Consejo Organizador, representantes de FIRA de Barcelona, representatives of academia and industry, ladies and gentlemen, good morning to everyone. I would like to add also my warm welcome to all participants who have come here to Barcelona from all over the world to attend this second IoT Solutions World Congress. I would like also to thank FIRA de Barcelona and the Industrial Internet Consortium for having chosen Barcelona as a host for this Congress, a Congress that has the full support of our Secretary of State in the Ministry of Industry, hand in hand with the City of Barcelona, with FIRA, and with the government of the Generalitat. I think this second edition consolidates this event as a global meeting point of industry, regulators, and government agencies. It is our opportunity to share ideas about the future of these technologies and to foster the development of the industrial internet. For many years we have discussed about the Internet of Things and about their likely impact normally in the future, how the massive connection of sensors and devices is going to allow the provision of a new generation of services for business and for citizens. Today, these ideas and projects are increasingly becoming a reality. Last week, for instance, it was announced that Spain, among other countries, will have the world's first live commercial narrowband IoT network deployed in the first 3 months of next year. The deployment of these networks is a huge opportunity to create value through technologies in our country. And as Richard Soley explained, these technologies have far-reaching implications in many sectors. One of them I would note is one where Spain and the Spanish cities, Barcelona among them, are leading many changes in the use of these technologies. I'm referring to the Smart Cities program. This is why I think this is a really important breaking point. We expect to gather in these 3 days, as they told us, more than 8,000 people, doubled the number of the first edition, and have more than 100 expert-led sessions. We have 3 days to turn technological innovation into full business solutions. This is an opportunity to make a big stride towards a more connected and a digital economy. I would also like to take advantage of this occasion to highlight the importance of cybersecurity in these technologies and devices. When I said that IoT was becoming a reality, it was more so this last weekend when it was all over the news. Digital security has to be an intrinsic and by default characteristic of the IoT devices to ensure privacy and confidentiality of the services and to prevent these devices from becoming a powerful tool for cyber criminals. In the last few months, we have witnessed at least 2 big denial of service attacks. The largest one in history, using huge botnets comprised of not personal computers, but IoT devices and cameras and home equipment. Last Friday it happened again, this time targeting an internet performance management company. This is part of the risk we face in the development of these technologies. I firmly believe that with a strong collaboration among us, industry and government, we can tackle this risk. And meetings like this one help us to address together the risk and opportunities of this dynamic sector. Let me finish by hoping that you stay here is a productive one, and as the conseller said, that you also enjoy this city and its culture and its people. Queda inaugurada la segunda edición del Congreso Mundial de Soluciones del Internet de las Cosas. Muchas gracias.